Laura, and I'd like to welcome you to this episode of Plugged In, and also introduce you to my fabulous co-hosts, Daniel and Emro.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Plugged In is a talk show that's all about your health, and specifically the health of your kidneys. This includes how to keep your kidneys healthy, learning more about kidney disease, which is often dubbed the silent killer, and the importance of organ donation and transplantation, and so much more.
Plugged In is where you will meet many people living with kidney disease and hear about their struggles and triumphs. You will also meet those waiting for life-saving transplants and the heroes who have saved lives by donating one of their kidneys.
And we also have some lighter segments today in the news because laughter is good for the health, right guys?
Yes.
I agree. You know what, one of my favorite segments on Plugged In is the Did You Know segment. For example, did you know that your nose can remember 50,000 different sets?
You're hilarious. I did not know that, Daniel.
That nose then.
The nose. No,
You know, if we're sharing, crazy facts, I read that the brain stops growing at age 18. And then forward on from that, you lose 1,000 brain cells a day.
That explains a few things, doesn't it?
Does it, Lori?
Okay, all right. All kidding aside, there is one important fact that you do need to know. Diabetes is the leading risk factor for chronic kidney disease. And in fact, diabetes is cited as the cause of kidney disease in 54% of new cases with kidney failure. So, since November is Diabetes Month, in this episode of Plugged In, we're going to hear the real deal from kidney patients who also have diabetes and explore what it's like for them to live with two chronic diseases, the challenges, and how they cope.
Also, in the news, I have a story of related chronic kidney disease related to death that's on the rise. So stay tuned.
And I can't wait for you all to meet our guests on today's Kidney Kids. We have in studio 4 talented young ladies who are part of the Kidney Kids crew who have been traveling around British Columbia and the Yukon spreading awareness about how kidney disease affects children. Very important.
I love the Kidney Kids section.
So fun.
Sweet. Okay, and also we're going to be checking in with our Being on the Street reporter, David C. Jones. He was out with Sidney the Kidney at the Vancouver Fringe Festival, and they've created their own kidney-style adaptations of movie classics. They're unforgettable.
Oh, I'd love to see that. But I kind of feel like they made some forgettable versions too.
Well, more to be seen on that one. So stay with us, and we've got a great show lined up for you, as always, and stay tuned here on
Plugged In.
Diabetes is the leading risk factor for kidney disease. In fact, diabetes is cited as the cause of kidney disease in 54% of new cases of kidney failure. So how exactly does diabetes affect the kidneys? With diabetes, the small blood vessels in the body are injured. When the small blood vessels to the kidneys are injured, this means that the kidneys can no longer do the job of cleaning the body's blood properly. As November is Diabetes Month, we have 2 individuals in our studio today to share their personal experiences with both kidney disease and diabetes. I'd like to welcome William Stewart and Gertie Wong. Welcome to this issue of Hot Topics.
Thank you for having us.
So, William, I thought I would start with you, and some of you actually may recognize William. William is an actor here in Vancouver and has been on many notable TV series and movies, and I understand that you were initially diagnosed with diabetes when you were 17, and 16, 17, and then a few years ago you were then diagnosed with kidney disease and were on home hemodialysis for several years. Yes. And just recently, this past July, you got a kidney transplant. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
When you were initially diagnosed with diabetes, did you know that you were at higher risk for kidney disease?
Not at all. I think because I was so young, I think the doctors were more focused on me having juvenile diabetes and actually just trying to make sure that I controlled my blood sugar levels and so on and so forth. I wasn't really actually aware of it until my mom actually contracted kidney disease because of her diabetes.
Gertie, you are a kidney donor. You donated a kidney to your brother, I think, about 14 years ago.
Yes, I did. And it was a necessity because he had both high blood pressure and diabetes, and he had type 1 diabetes from childhood, which was discovered late in high school.
And so you've had obviously a lot of experience looking after someone that's had both kidney disease and diabetes, and now I understand you yourself are pre-diabetic and you're being monitored by a nephrologist for your kidneys, and so that you're kind of in a preventative state right now.
Yes, I am, because I only have the one kidney left, and diabetes is a big threat to me. My A1C has started to climb, and my weight gain.
What's A1C, just for those?
A1C is the memory cell in your body that lets the doctor know how abusive you have been to your
I like when you said about
care.
neglect, because I think a lot of my situations that I was having with diabetes and even just having kidney disease was based off neglect. As a young kid, feeling like I was invincible. Oh, I don't need to do that. I can eat whatever I want. I feel great. Oh, I took the one pill that I was supposed to take in the morning, and throughout the day, I'm just eating, and I'm just being reckless.
It's interesting you talk about neglect, and we were talking earlier about sort of the complexities around managing these two diseases, particularly from a nutrition front, and you want to share maybe a little bit of your story in terms of what you can eat and what you can't eat. It's not easy.
Yeah, even as Gertie was saying with hypertension, I had hypertension.
Right.
So I'm thinking, you're thinking high blood pressure, so I got to watch everything when it comes down to salt. Everything has sugar in it, so I have to watch that because of the diabetes.
Right.
And then with the kidney disease, I mean, there's just so many foods that are high in potassium, high in phosphorus. Like, I mean, at that point, I was just like, well, what am I going to eat? I can eat grass. But and it's important to pay attention, because you kick one thing out of whack, it affects everything. And that's the scary part of having this disease.
That's it.
And he's trying to comply with 3 different conditions: hypertension, diabetes, plus the kidney disease as well. So you're feeding 3 diseases into one, and you're trying to direct the nutrition so that it's not detrimental to any of those conditions.
And also, too, it's not to be scared of the fact of changing the food, because there are options out there.
Yes.
I mean, from the quinoas and things like that.
Rosemary, thyme, nutmeg, or something to flavor the meats. Use things like vinegars to tenderize the meat, to cook in that way. And then you use combinations that bring out flavor rather than just use salt to bring out the flavor.
You think about it, those small changes that you make save your life.
Well, it's tough. I mean, it's tough to manage any disease, but doubly tough when you're trying to manage 2 chronic diseases, kidney disease and diabetes. And do you have any words of advice that maybe you would like to, any parting words of advice you'd like to share with our audience?
Ask if you're not sure. Go to the specialists. They have the answers for you. Start with your family doctor, your nephrologist, your pharmacist. Anybody can give you information.
I mean, what I can add to that is, I mean, I'm living proof that if you neglect, you're going to have to serve the consequences, and you're going to have to live a life that's altering from, watching your diet, not knowing, to be totally honest with you, if you're going to wake up the next day. Things like that. And where now I see it, where I have a second chance on life, it's important for me to go, hey, I could have done that already. I could have made those changes years ago. And it's just not being stubborn. And like Gertie said, just talk to your doctor. If something's wrong, it's never a stupid question. It's never a dumb question.
That's right.
So thank you both so much for joining us today.
Oh, thank you for having us, Deb.
Yeah, it's great to share information with everybody.
Absolutely. So thank you. That's it today for Hot Topics, and we'll see you next time on Plugged In.
Bye. On an international front now, deaths from chronic kidney disease are increasing among both women and men all over the world. According to a recent global burden of disease study published in The Lancet, mortality due to the disease rose between 2005 and 2015 by 32% to 1 to 2 million deaths worldwide. The International Society of Nephrology's World Congress in Mexico City in April 2017 will focus on diabetes and kidney disease, major contributors to chronic kidney disease. In 2015, Latin America had the highest CKD rates in the world. In Mexico, more than half of patients who develop kidney failure did so by the result of diabetes. Once CKD has advanced to a complete kidney failure, the only options for prolonging life are long-term dialysis or kidney transplantation, complex and costly interventions which cannot be accessible to general populations in most countries. Health experts say in order to stop this increase in CKD deaths, further research is urgently needed to identify and deliver low-cost strategies for prevention, early detection, and treatment. Canadian Blood Services, in partnership with the Organ Donation and Transplant Network, released the System's Progress Report for 2006 to 2015. In it includes current Canadian statistics on deceased living donors and transplantation performance. Released in September, here are a few interesting facts. BC had the highest rate of living donors at 27 per million population. Canada, 2 years ago, set a target to meet 22 per million population. We currently sit at 18.2, with Spain at number 1 with 40 and the United States at 27. We're close to Australia, who have 18, and the UK, who have 20. There are currently 4,600 Canadians still waiting on an organ transplant. For more information on this report, go to kidney.ca. It is a known fact that people with an ethnic background, which includes Asian, South Asian, Aboriginal, or African, are at a higher risk of developing kidney disease. This hit close to home for the Nahaney family when Delia Nahaney donated her kidney to her daughter Marissa 5 years ago. Wanting to create awareness and bring hope to Indigenous people, the Nahaney family, in partnership with the Kidney Foundation, are inspired to host the inaugural gala, The Inspiration of Hope, in North Vancouver. Kidney BCY TV was there to capture this magical event.
Tnoyap, Tnoan Siemens Yaya, Mechem Koshaman, Mersanahani, Kliensna, Skoholmish Ochmelch, Taniska Ochmelch, Anonoxen Squalun Titsits. Hello, my name is Mersanahani. I come from the Squamish and Nisga'a peoples, and I live in North Vancouver. I'm also from up north in Gitwasilk, and my clan is Eagle. Tonight is the Inspiration of Hope, and it is in partnership with my family, the Nahaney family. My father, Latash Marisa Nahaney, my mom, Dalgamha, Delia Nahaney, and myself, and the Kidney Foundation of Canada, BC branch. Tonight we are looking forward to raising funds to help raise awareness and also to gain more money for research in Indigenous health for kidneys. In 2009, I was diagnosed with acute kidney failure, which later on developed into full kidney failure in 2010, and I was on dialysis for 1.5 years. And then my amazing mom donated her kidney to me, and that was back in 2011. So it's been 5 years of successfully living with a kidney. And what tonight means to me is that if we could get the word out there about kidney disease and that early detection, and maybe help prevent anyone with a fate that I had. There's not a lot of awareness in the Indigenous world about kidney health and early detection. Also, to raise awareness about kidney donation, there's a lot of fears with kidney donation, and if a lot more people learned that by giving a second chance of life, like my mother did, is that it transforms a life. It's important for people to know about organ donations.
A 23-year diet study done by the American Journal of Kidney Disease confirms that what is good for the heart is also good for the kidney. 1,500 middle-aged men and women have taken part in this study, and the analysis shows that a heart-healthy diet is also beneficial to the kidney. The dietary approaches to stop hypertension, or DASH diet, is recommended for hypertension treatment or cardiovascular disease prevention. This diet is chock full in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts and legumes, and low-fat dairy products with low red and processed meats, sugar-sweetened beverages, and sodium. For more information on this report, visit the American National Kidney Foundation at kidney.org. This next story is part of our special series on living kidney donors. In our last two segments, we introduced you to kidney donor Lieutenant Charles Mulder with Vancouver Fire and Rescue Services and his retired boss and transplant recipient, Chief Wayne O'Dean, just days before their transplant surgery. Today, Kidney BCY TV's Deborah Tucker takes you back into the home of kidney donor Lieutenant Charles Mulder and his family, just days after his surgery to see how they're all doing.
Charles,
Hi.
you look great.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
I feel good.
Oh, wow.
Come on in my house.
Thank you. Let me take you back to that morning of surgery, that very early morning, 11 days ago. What were you thinking just moments before they took you into the operating room? What was going through your head at that time?
I don't think much. There was no need to think about much. I was very well taken care of there. It was over very quickly. The drive-in.
How quick was it? How long were you in surgery?
I think I was out 5.5 hours in total, but surgery time I think was 3.5 hours. It's just a blur. I remember coming to and wondering what time it is, and then someone told me it was 3:30 in the afternoon, and I'm like,
That was me.
was it? Sorry. It was like, I don't even know what happened.
Yeah.
So in that respect, it was just a big blur. But yeah, very well taken care of. I found all the nurses and staff there were excellent.
Heather, how did you feel when your husband told you that he was going to donate one of his kidneys to a colleague?
At first I don't know if I wasn't happy, I was just kind of a bit shocked at first because we hadn't really talked about it beforehand. But knowing Charles, it was something he was going to do. So we talked about it, and yeah, we were all on board. And
Were you nervous?
yes,
Yes.
yeah, because he's never been through any major surgery before. I was also worried about what would happen to him after, if he didn't get to do the same things that he always did.
What surprised you? Did you know much about organ donation before?
It's all new to me, but it's been a very interesting journey through the whole thing. A lot of research and looking on the computer or in books or the pamphlets that the Kidney Foundation has, and been going through all of that.
How would you describe Charles as a person?
He's very caring, he's outgoing, he loves deeply with his family, I know that, he's very much into family, and he looks after his friends. He really does care for the people around him. So.
And now you can add the word heroic to that list.
We can add heroic to that list. Yes.
Thank you, Heather.
Thank you.
So many people would describe what your dad did, donating a kidney to another person who needed a life-saving kidney transplant, is truly heroic. Do you think your dad would describe himself as a hero?
I don't know if he sees himself as a hero, but definitely everyone sees him as a hero, because this is just something he does daily. He's always a hero, being a fireman, saving people's lives every day, and what he does on his daily life, he is just a true hero.
Yeah, for us, we definitely see him as a hero. I don't know if he necessarily sees himself as a hero. It's just Charles, that's what Charles does. He helps people in everything he does. He's always helping someone. So for him to be able to do this is it's just a Charles thing.
Even now, he shouldn't be moving around, and he's still trying to help me get my bikes going and do this, and he just wants his hands and everything and just do whatever he can for anyone. And that's who he is.
It's just part of who he is.
That is just who he is.
He's an amazing and pretty cool dad.
Yeah.
Well, let's not go that far.
Hi, I'm Preet, and thank you for joining me again on Meet Our Peeps. In this segment, you'll be meeting a group of dedicated volunteers from across British Columbia and the Yukon. Their support goes a long way in helping us to fulfill the mission for the Kidney Foundation, which is to improve the lives of those living with kidney disease here in British Columbia and in the Yukon. So today, I'd like to introduce you to Anik Lim, Randy Sokolowski, Guy Lapierre, and Maureen Hobbs.
Hi, my name is Anik, and I'm a volunteer with the Kidney Foundation. I volunteer in the Okanagan of BC.
My name is Randy Sokolowski. I'm from Prince George, British Columbia, and I am the past president of the chapter.
My name is Guy Lapierre. I'm from right here in Vancouver.
My name is Maureen Hobbs, and I'm from Victoria.
The best thing about my community is that it's warm, it's inviting, people are so friendly, and they're very open.
I think it's a small city and lots of camping and fishing, the outdoors.
I believe access to nature is one of the best things about living in Vancouver. Getting outdoors, it's great for relieving stress, getting some exercise, and just getting balance between work and stress and just your private life.
The best thing about living in my community is that it's a vibrant community, and people have been very interested in raising awareness of kidney disease, and because of that vibrance, we feel that we're making a contribution.
Kidney disease has affected my life in good ways and in bad ways. I think I'm a perfect example that it doesn't discriminate. Any age, anyone on earth can get kidney disease. I've come to the conclusion that kidney disease has actually been a really huge gift in my life.
I was diagnosed with kidney disease in 1990, and as of last year, in June of last year, I had a transplant.
I believe I was affected by kidney disease. It allowed me to radically change my lifestyle, pull it back from the high stress, go, go, go lifestyle into something that's got a lot more balance.
Kidney disease touches us in different ways. For me, I learned about kidney disease through my husband. He had long-standing diabetes. He worked very hard at his wellness and his lifestyle, and he was very active, golfed, skiing, all kinds of things. But sadly, with kidney disease, it is a progressive disease. He was on dialysis. We did dialysis at home. And he also was fortunate to have a kidney transplant from his brother Keith. My husband passed away on Remembrance Day 2012. And since then, I've tried to continue the vibrance that he had and the resilience to continue to work towards supporting others with kidney disease and transplantation.
One of the biggest things that I think with kidney disease is that, again, I'm reiterating, but I'm a perfect example. People are always shocked that when I tell them that I have kidney disease, because I look healthy, I act healthy, I am healthy, but that's because I'm gifted with a kidney transplant. Otherwise, I know that I wouldn't be in this situation, and quite honestly, I wouldn't be here today without it.
Learn about the disease, learn to live with the disease, and there's life after kidney disease.
I think the biggest thing about kidney disease is how it can happen without you knowing. Getting it regularly checked, i.e. with hypertension and diabetes and those things, and looking after it, it can be prevented in most cases. Obviously, there's other parts of the kidney disease family where it can't be prevented.
Kidney disease is a debilitating disease, and even though people try very hard with their lifestyle and all that we know about promoting kidney health, it is a challenging disease. And so we're fortunate to have the people out there doing the research that they're doing, that we have the modalities that we have to treat their diseases like dialysis. But inevitably, we have to support those that need kidneys. And so we need to get out there and sign up to become an organ donor. Sign up to share a kidney. We don't need two, we only need one, and we can bring life to others.
Thank you, Anik, Randy, Guy, and Maureen for your unrelenting work to support kidney patients across British Columbia and the Yukon. Please join me next time on Meet Our Peeps. In the meantime, stay plugged in.
Today I am honored to have some of the Kidney Kids crew in the studio with me. Welcome, everyone.
Hi.
So great to meet all of you. Thanks so much for being here. First off, could you please share your name and what is your age?
Hi, I'm Nicole and I'm 10 years old.
Welcome.
Hi, I'm Charlie and I'm 7 years old.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Elena and I'm 10 years old.
Welcome.
Hi, I'm Lauren and I'm 12 years old.
And hello. Thanks so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here. I know things must be a little bit hectic now that school's back in session.
Wah, wah, wah.
I actually like it.
Yeah, right? I love school. Excellent. I'm wondering if each of you could share a little bit about your experiences. Perhaps Nicole, what is a highlight for you?
My first performance with the Kidney Kids was at the Shine a Light Gala. We performed in front of hundreds of people.
Hundreds? Mm-hmm. Wow, how was it when you stepped out on stage and there was so many people in front of you?
Well, it was quite nervous, but it was fun. After that, I was interviewed by Dr. Gill and Dr. Levin. Some people don't know this, but kidney disease does not just affect adults, it affects kids of all ages.
Thank you so much for sharing your experiences with us, Nicole.
Anytime.
Now, Elena, I've been hearing some excellent things about the Penticton Peach Festival. You and the Kidney Kids crew were up there recently?
Yes.
Excellent. You guys were dancing and handing out candy during the parade. What was the most fun thing about it for you?
The dancing part.
Awesome. I wish I was a better dancer, so bravo for being a part of it. Thank you so much for telling us about the Penticton Peach Festival, Elena.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Now, Lauren, what is a special moment of the Kidney Kids crew that has stuck out for you?
Well, the one that stood out for me was in June with the Kidney Kids and Cops. It was really special because the cops came from like all over BC. Excellent. And it was really cool because dozens of them came to sign up to be organ donors, and they were there to show their support and spirit to kids all over BC.
Love it. Great role models, and it's great to have the boys in blue supporting the Kidney Foundation Blue. So thank you. And finally, last but not least, Charlie, what has been a fun moment of the Kidney Kids crew for yourself?
Well, I like going to visit my sister Helena at kidney camp. This summer, we've got to go over to the camp to perform.
Awesome. What did you guys perform?
The fight song.
You know, it sounds like you guys have been having such a great time all around BC, the Yukon, being a part of the Kidney Kids crew. Now, I know I'm a little bit older, but is there anything that I can do to help?
Well, you could perform with us.
Mm-hmm.
But first we need to teach you some moves.
Moves like
Dance.
Dance moves?
Yes.
We can do this.
Whoa, okay.
So the first steps are wiggle your hips.
Whoa, hold on. If I'm going to be wiggling my hips, I think I'm going to need some backup. Manpreet, Lori, come join me here for this amazing Kidney Kids crew dance lesson.
Okay, well, first steps again. Wiggle your hips and really work it.
Okay, working it.
Again. Wiggle your hips.
Love it. Okay, nice. Cool. What else is there?
Then, oh yeah. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
Okay.
It's like riding a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
And now we do 4 fist pumps.
Okay.
Really get it in there.
3, 4.
Awesome.
And
Thank
then
you.
you do don't really care if nobody else believes.
Nice.
Cause
I still got a lot of fight left in me. Awesome. Great job, Kidney Kids crew. Thanks so much for joining us on Plugged In. You guys were so awesome. Wait, hold on. Wait a second. Where's Amro?
David C. Jones here, and the Vancouver Fringe Festival is a hotbed of theatrical activity. Artists from all over the world are putting on original works right here. And Sidney, I think, is getting inspired. He wants to write his own fringe play for next year's festival. We're going to audition people and figure out which play he's going to do. Come on, Sidney, let's go find some actors. Listen, Rose, you're gonna get out of here. You're gonna go on, and you're gonna make a lot of babies.
I'm so cold.
You're gonna watch those babies grow, but you gotta make sure that you maintain a healthy weight. You monitor your blood pressure, and you keep regular control of your blood sugar levels.
I promise.
Never let go. Promise me you'll survive. Promise me you'll reduce your salt intake.
I promise. There's a boat. Jack! Oh no! I should have grabbed his kidney before I let go. Oh well. My kidney will go.
Get in here. Your dinner's ready.
Here I am, Mother. Where's Kidsy?
Oh, that dog will show up when she's hungry.
Guess what, Mother? I was trapped in a well all day.
Oh, there's Kidsy.
Hey, girl.
Oh, what's that, Kidsy? Timmy wasn't trapped in a well. Timmy was disregarding his kidney health.
Thanks a lot, Kidsy. But Mom, kidneys are stupid.
Oh, mercy. You tell him, Kidsy.
The kidney's main job is to filter your blood, make red blood cells, help fight disease, and helps control blood pressure. It also produces helpful hormones, activating vitamin D, which keeps your bones strong. Gee, Mom, I had no idea kidneys were so important.
You're a good girl, Kidsy.
Come on, girl, let's go play.
Those two. Did you ever think of marrying just for fun?
A marriage, fun? Fiddly-dee, fun for men, you mean.
But then when you were sick, it was all my fault. I hoped against hope you'd call me, but you didn't.
It was my fault, you see. I should have drunk more fluids, eaten healthier, and watched my intake of over-the-counter medications.
But I could have given you one of my kidneys.
I love Ashley, but tomorrow is another day.
Oh, frankly, my dear, I don't give a
Oh!
Okay, Sidney, you saw a lot of actors. Do you know which one you're gonna do? Okay, well, okay. You have a year to decide for next year's Fringe Festival. If you take care of your kidneys, you can avoid a lot of drama and just enjoy drama at things like the Vancouver Fringe Festival. I'm David C. Jones, talking kidney for Plugged In.
And that wraps it up for another edition of Plugged In. I want to thank all of our guests who joined us today to help make it an informative and fun show.
You know, I didn't know that there was a correlation between diabetes and kidney disease, and that having diabetes can increase your chances of developing kidney disease.
Yeah, it is. It's exactly right, Amro. As always, we want to thank all of you for joining us today on Plugged In.
And don't forget, we want to hear from you. So let us know what you thought of today's episode on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Like, share, and spread the word. And email us at pluggedin@kidney.bc.ca.
All right, please don't forget to take a minute and register as an organ donor. It's super easy. You just go to the website, kidney.bc.ca, and click on the red button that says register. Just do it. It's really important. You'll save lives. So also I want to thank our sponsor, Kidney Car. So we'll see you next time on
Plugged In.
Steve. Oh, Steve. Oh, Steve. Oh, Steve.
Steve! Make the call. Donate your vehicle to Kidney Car.
Okay. The dish ran away with the spoon. 2 + 2 is 4. The color was blue. I don't know how to read. Oh man, I'm not gonna pay this. Hey, it's me!
Oh, come back!
I'm Blanche. Blanche Dubois.
Where's...
In today's segment of Ask the Expert, no.
Ask. Was that right?
Yeah.
That's really good for the urban.
Leave the mic out there.
We don't ask the expert.